clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Houston Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Houston going up tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Gives it on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Young. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. First down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires on the move. It's caught.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he...
Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Going to look downfield again. Moving away from pressure. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take...
Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts through the extra point.
7, Houston, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanford. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchinson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Sanford. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Gives it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Young. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Cougar! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, it's Robinson. Got enough for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Wants to fire on second down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quickly to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault salt for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Leaves it with the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give is to Williams. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Pride. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Russ. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle, it's Young. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On the move, he fires. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this is exactly what you need to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Houston going up tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 45, on its way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Williams. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Cougars are flying down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. First and goal.
First and goal, Houston.
Trying to run it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They go right back to their man on second and goal. Touchdown, Cougars. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
And some room to work. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston wants to play fast.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Making side adjustments here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Rush is on him. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the inside. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Grab behind the line. It's Wheeler. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to sneak it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle, jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum. If you get it here on 4th and short, if you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's a heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
With the catch, it's Robinson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man downfield. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on second down. The quick out. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Pride. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. The give from the gun. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. Runs through a tackle. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what,